You've come back to Bellewood. The lanterns are lit, and the fire's glow spills across the tavern floor. Sit closer now. Let the hearth tell you a story.
There you are. I was hoping you'd come back. There's something about a fire, isn't there? The way it draws us close and slows the hours. Even the wind outside quiets down when it sees a hearth alight. You found your way to Bellewood again, and that's no small thing. People say it's just a village, tucked between the sea and the ridge, with nothing but old roads and older stories. But they're wrong. Bellewood isn't a place you find on a map. It's a place that finds you. It appears when you need it most, though you may not know why at first. Perhaps your heart's grown a little too quiet. Perhaps something once tender has gone threadbare. Or perhaps you're just longing for something true, something that lingers. Here, time moves differently. We mend things with our hands. We listen when others speak. And when the fire glows just right and the night settles close, stories come, not loud ones, not perfect ones, but stories where two souls find each other and something in the world shifts. Because Bellewood has always been a place of healing, not just from sickness, but from silence, from sorrow, from forgetting how it feels to be looked at as though you matter. Now, some say Bellewood is magic. Others say it's haunted. I say it remembers. And tonight, it remembers a love that unfolded like the last bloom of fall. Quiet, bright, and entirely unexpected. So settle in. The hearth is warm. Your tea's still steeping. And I have a tale to tell you.
There's a saying in Bellewood, every house welcomes a guest at Yuletide, whether it knows it or not. For some, it's a neighbor seeking warmth. For others, it's a visitor who doesn't knock, doesn't speak, and doesn't always leave when the snow melts. This is the story of Marion Wells, alone in the old parsonage one winter, and the man who came to her door with the storm. The parsonage sat on a hill at the edge of Bellewood, its shutters rattling in the winter wind, its chimney breathing faint smoke. Marion Wells had come to watch over it while the new parson traveled home for Christmas. She brought books, candles, and enough food for one, content to spend the holiday in quiet. But the stillness felt heavier than she expected, pressing against the windows as the snow deepened outside. On the second night, the wind rose, branches scraped the eaves. And then came a knock. Marian hesitated, candle in hand. Another knock, louder this time. She opened the door just enough to see him. A tall man in a long coat, his dark hair damp with snow, his eyes unreadable in the lantern light. "I beg pardon," he said softly. "The storm caught me on the road." "There's no inn for miles," Marian said cautiously. "I won't stay long, just until it passes." Something in his voice, low, almost apologetic, made her step back. "You'd better come in." He sat by the fire, boots drying on the hearthstones. "You live in Bellewood?" she asked. "I used to." "And you've family here?" He gave a faint smile. "Not anymore." Marian studied him in the firelight. His face was handsome, but shadowed with weariness, his coat patched where time had worn through. They spoke little, yet the silence felt almost companionable. "What brings you here now?" she asked finally. "A promise," he said. The snow fell harder through the night. Marian prepared a spare bed, though the man shook his head. "I'll take the chair by the fire." "It's no trouble." "The chair will do." As she climbed the narrow stairs, she glanced back. He sat still, his eyes fixed on the flames, as if watching for something only he could see. That night, Marian dreamed of footsteps in the snow and a faint voice murmuring, "I'll keep my word." The next morning, the world was white and silent, but the chair by the fire was empty, the man's boots were gone, so was his coat. On the windowsill lay a single candle, unlit. Marian's chest tightened. She rushed to the door, but the snow outside was untouched, no footprints leading away. When the parson returned days later, Marian told him everything. "There's no one like that in Bellewood," he said gently. "He said he'd made a promise." The parson's eyes softened. You must mean Simon Hale. He was lost in the snow on Christmas Eve, 20 years ago. They say he still visits, looking for the home he never found. Some say if you leave a candle in the window at Yuletide, Simon Hale might stop at your door. He won't stay long, just long enough to keep a promise, his or yours. And if you wake to find snow unmarked and a faint warmth in your hearth chair, you'll know the winter visitor has come and gone.
And that, dear one, is how it went, or how it might have gone. Bellewood keeps its truths tucked close, but if you sit still long enough, the stories rise like smoke from the coals. So leave your lantern burning. Keep a space beside the fire, because in Bellewood the story never really ends. It just waits for the next heart ready to hear it. Until next time, stay warm.